ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 59 of the TBD Gaming Podcast. As per usual, I'm your host Harry. So sorry that we missed another week. Because as per usual, we're busy lah. So whenever we can, we will try to go produce an episode for you. So today, I'm very happy that we get off of another full cast. We're supposed to be yesterday record, but I'm so glad that we delayed 1 day so that we have everyone here because we have some pretty cool topics. Pretty heavy topics to talk about. So, but before that, let's do something lighthearted first. Let's welcome the usual crew. We have Adri.
Hi guys, I'm here.
Well, welcome back,
Yay!
Adri. And we have Reese.
Hello, everyone.
And
back.
Flexing a Super Mario T-shirt. You want to show people that Super Mario T-shirt?
Yeah, there you go.
Damn.
Ooh.
Look at that. Let's wait for Zelda. Wait for Zelda one. Is there a Zelda one? You can just share with us.
I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna go get it tomorrow. I'm hopefully what we call
Wow.
that Uniqlo.
Is there a Zelda one?
Because I think May is gonna be the Zelda month. So
Okay.
I heard there are gonna be a couple of Zelda
Oh,
shirts
really?
coming in.
Please update me.
I'm gonna check out tomorrow.
Update
Yeah,
us.
yep, sure. We'll do that.
I would definitely want to support that one. And we have Zergg. Welcome back. Oh no.
Oh, what happened?
Zergg has been
He's in the middle of surgery.
Like old.
He's
Did you hear me?
cool.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, hi everyone. Hi, hi, hi.
Okay.
Zergg has been infected by Adri's mic.
Oh my goodness! Not again.
All right, let's we have some heavy
Not
topics to go
again.
through. So let's quickly just go through our hygiene question where we've been playing over the past 2 weeks. Let's go with Adri. Play anything?
Crap. I played another. Yeah, crap. Yeah, that was the clue. I was playing another Crab's Treasure.
I'm so sorry.
Past 2 weeks.
No intention.
Yeah, no, that helped. That was the key word I needed to say to remember what I played. Yeah, another Crab's Treasure. Wow, that game is something. It's
Is it hard?
it's
Okay lah.
you can make it hard if you want. I mean, the base
Okay.
game is not that hard. I mean, if you can survive Elden Ring, you can survive another Crab's Treasure, of course.
Yeah, true.
But it's still Dark Souls.
But it's still Dark Souls. Yeah, it's still Dark Souls.
Okay, cool.
But
Right.
you can make it like super easy.
Okay.
No, you can make easy. You can make it easier. You can make it easy. You can make it super easy. This game, because of the accessibility they have, like they can make the enemies less health, or you have more health, or you have
Customizable.
customizable stats that you can do. The best one I like is you can give your character a gun, an actual 1-1 size Glock. Yeah, and then it one hits everything, and there's no penalty. You can get all the achievements and all that way. You can fight all the boss one hit shot, literally one hit shot with the Glock. So that's what I mean by super easy.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
but other than
I have to
that-
do that. I have to do that then. Gonna go.
Do that. Your
So you
speed
can finish
run.
the game.
Yeah, you can finish the game with just the gun, with the huge ass gun, lying on the crab's back for some reason. It's infinite ammo, by the way. You don't have to find ammo around. You just shoot everything,
Wow.
and yeah, it's amazing. It's funny when you have a very tough looking boss fight. The boss designs in this are pretty good too, and then you just shoot a Glock at it, and then you're like, oh, okay.
I guess I'll die.
Screw
then.
your-
I guess I'll
Yeah.
die. Then.
Screw your boss design. I'm gonna just one shot it. Oh yeah, it's kind of fun. It's fun. I like the platforming and the level design. It gives you the sense of like Mario 64 or Banjo and Kazooie. The old platformers, Spyro, a bit of Spyro as well. What else is there? Jack and Dexter. Yeah, the old PS2 era platformers. it gives you that sense of that as well. So yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Good mix of everything good of both Dark Souls and 3D platformers. So I recommend you give it a try.
Ooh,
Definitely.
cool.
I agree. I play some. It's really fun. What else? Anything else?
Uh, what did I play else? Nothing. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Not even
wow.
FF7.
What to
I've
talk
yet to
about that?
finish that.
You completely give up on that game for now.
Is the open world fatigue really got me, man. So I'm like
So good. So good.
holding it off.
Hmm.
Holding off. I'm at the date area. I'm at the date section, but I didn't finish the Loveless opera yet. I don't know why. Maybe or okay, maybe right after that, then I'll just continue the story. Like I did all the other mini games around the gold saucer. They're like, oh my goodness,
That was
that was
crazy.
crazy. Yeah. Oh,
I know.
Jinx, you owe me
I know.
soda. Yeah, but
Yeah.
uh, I got done with the side quests. I think side quest fatigue at this point, and I'm like, okay lah, just chill for now, and I play another game.
Okay. Hopefully you'll find the courage,
The
the c-
courage.
the commitment
I'm not
to
afraid.
go back in again. I totally understand the open world fatigue because it happens with some games as well. Just need to go back to the game again. I totally understand.
Yeah,
All right.
but
Move
yeah.
on to Reese.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna go with Andreas on this. I've been not playing a lot of games for the last 2 weeks. Was no, well, I was not feeling well for like last week, so that goes my gaming time. Haven't got the time to touch FF7 as well. For some reason, I want to play it, but I don't have the ability or the time to put it in my schedule. No. But I'm playing a bit of Hate just because I'm really excited for the
Sequel.
new game that's coming. Yeah, the sequel coming out soon. So I've been as you all know, Hades is a game where the roguelike kind of game you can get new experience every time playing that game.
What
It's
game
pretty
was
cool.
it? Sorry,
Hates,
Hades.
hates, Hades.
Hades.
Sorry,
Hades.
That's
Okay,
what
okay.
that's I mean technically you can call it Hades also can
I
people
got
call
a
it
Hades.
Hades
Yeah, Hades. Okay, yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, this is
So
okay.
and then I've been playing Bloodthorn. I'm not sure whether any of you guys have been playing that game. And maybe Zerg, you have been playing that game. But yeah, that game.
What was it
Uh,
called? Blood Throne.
Balatro. Yeah, Balatro. I don't know.
Bellatrol.
That's how you
It's a card game or
that's how
something. I
you
thought
call
last
it.
time I searched for
Yeah,
it.
it's a card game. It's a card game. Exactly, it's a card game. Pretty
Yeah.
addictive. It's a roguelike card game. That's how I
Is
define
it
it. I
like
don't know.
Slay the Spire? It's like that, is it?
No, it's literally a card game. You
Oh,
like it's like
it's a card game. It's a poker.
solitaire
Yeah,
kind of
it's
card
like
game.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Oh.
yeah,
Bellatrol. Wait,
yeah,
It's there's no fancy medieval whatever
yeah.
stuff fantasy set. It's just
It's
straight up.
it's a roguelike. It's a roguelike poker solitaire game. Something like that. It's pretty
Hmm.
addictive. Yeah, that's the word. It's a simple game. You set up your card rule, then you can add up some powers to your card, and then you'll be like yeah leveling up, and then trying to get past certain bosses kind of stuff. It's a
Oh.
simple, stupid, addictive game, and it's easy to approach. So,
Oh, I
as I
see it
mentioned,
now.
Wow, I
yeah,
can
I've
imagine.
been
I can imagine. Is it
yeah
on
not well
phones
for
though? Oh shit. Is it on phones
yeah.
or
That's
no?
the thing.
It's not on phones yet.
Yeah,
That's weird.
you can get it on Switch. You can get it on yeah. So I don't know. I'm getting the kick out of it. So it's a very repetitive kind of game, but there's a drug into it. Uh,
It's a drug.
yeah, you can get pretty stuck in, and then keep on thinking about it. What? So yeah, I don't know whether
Okay.
you can realize my voice. Um, as I mentioned, I've just recovered from a very bad fever last week. So if there's any game that I was able to touch, Latro was it. So yeah, that's just what.
Bellatrol, eh? Okay, okay.
You guys should give it a shot. It's like those Candy Crush kind of game where it seems very stupid, seems very simple, but
It's
there's a
very
lot of
stupid.
yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, it really grabs you and then pull you in a suckle like a keep on wanting to play it. No, again, Zerg, I think you've played it before, right?
Yes, I do. I'm not sure whether you can hear
Of
me.
course he did.
Yeah.
I
Of
mean,
course, yeah.
why would you expect any otherwise? Of course, he play all the smaller
Yeah.
games. And
So
Oh,
yeah.
small games, he
Especially
has a hand on
cards.
it, especially
It's,
cards.
the graphic looks good.
it looks nice, yeah.
It's pixel art. Oh,
Yes.
Man, I'm a sucker for
that's
all these
kind of
kind of
cool.
solitaire games, man. I'm a
So
sucker for
trust
these
me,
games.
once you
So,
try it, you won't be able to get it out. So
hmm.
it's like definitely gonna putting you.
I do wonder though, why you suddenly jumped into the game? Is there
I don't know.
anything interesting?
For some reason, I was like just uh wanting to I know I think I got a couple of my friends was recommending it because they are not gamers kind of friends, but they are playing that game and they were saying like, oh, this game is good and stuff. So then I just give it a shot and then yeah, I got full in. Maybe I'm not gonna be a gamer after this anymore, so I'm just gonna be the casual players.
Casual,
But yeah,
casual.
it's
Understand.
definitely yeah, it's definitely
It
fun.
looks nice. I think I might get it.
You should. It
Yeah.
there's a uh it looks simple, but there's some complexity in it. You level up and then you add.
The you play on your Switch, right? Is it
Yeah,
touchscreen compatible?
I don't think so. I
Or
never
is
never.
it?
Oh, that's too
It
Yeah,
looks
bad
like
then.
you it would. I thought you would use that. It looks like you would use that.
That's too bad.
maybe I can give it a try a little bit later. But yeah,
Okay, okay.
I mean, it's pretty
pretty
cheap as
cool.
well. It's pretty cheap too. It's around 50, 60 ringgit. So, after conversion, sounds about
Right,
right.
guys.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, okay,
Interesting.
okay. I'll take a look. I'll take a look.
Yep. Another
Yep,
great
that's me.
recommendation by Reese. Thank you. We'll check it out.
It got
Uh,
us. It got us.
we haven't heard from Zerg. I'm not sure whether he enjoys the
Yeah.
game or me. Maybe it's just another Elden Ring from him, but I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Let's hear from him, Zerg. What have you been playing over the past
Definitely
2 weeks?
better than Elden Ring, I would say.
Elden Ring? What you been playing? Elden Ring? Okay. Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
All right, go ahead, serious.
Um, I've been outdoors the past 2 weeks a lot of time.
Wow.
So I've been slaying mountains and rivers,
Playing mountains.
which
Nice.
is why
Shadow of the Colossus.
Skyrim.
Breath
Elden
of the
Ring.
Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom. Wait, he said outdoors, like guys.
my line is also good right now. Hold on, Harry, can you just go on first? Hold on, I need to move.
Oh,
some-
his line is not that well. Okay, okay.
Oh, okay. No worries. Then, oh yeah, I haven't shared mine. I think it's a trend. We not been playing much games as well. Mostly busy when I got time. It's pretty much just sleep. But I do get back into a game that my childhood game. Called a little game called FF8. I got
What?
the remastered.
What's that?
edition.
What's
Oh, yeah,
this? What's
it's a
this?
little game called FF8.
It's a little-
remastered.
okay.
Yeah. So
What's FF?
I mean,
You mean there was an original game before this?
yeah.
Bruh?
I mean,
It was a remaster, right?
yeah, it was remastered. I mean, it's one of my first few FF games, so I won't say anything bad about it. I do enjoy when I play it. When I played last time, right, I had no idea that the enemy scale with you. I have no idea
Oh, you
how the
did?
game.
Oh.
I have no idea how the game
Enemies
works.
what?
Yeah,
The
enemy
enemy scale
scales.
with you, scales with you. So
Oh,
you just
well,
I
don't,
didn't even know that.
just don't
Not
care.
you, but actually Squall. It's
Oh,
actually,
yeah,
they
yeah.
scale with
Squall.
Squall.
Yeah,
Oh, just with Squall?
yeah,
Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
So-
yeah. So
So there'll be
mhm.
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So this route, because the last time I played, it was the first time I played it. I have no idea what
Uh-huh.
about all these. I have little knowledge of how actually junctioning works. I just whack it only. Somehow I win lah, but it take me a very long time to do it. This round, I'm listening to all the experts. I'm not. I'm drawing the heck out of every monster. I'm using all the accessibilities where every single time I found an enemy with a new magic, I just activate the god mode, draw everything, stock out everything, and
Go on,
then
go on.
and then
Wait, Harry.
Mhm.
Did you just did the line this one line hard run?
What's that?
This one line hard run. Okay, so there's this thing with FF8 where I think it was not a hack kind of thing, but rather you are able to get Lionheart in this one. So what happened is that
Oh.
Limit break,
yeah,
right?
you
Oh,
yeah,
limit break.
it break the game. Definitely it break the game because when you got Lionheart, you break everything, right? But it involves a lot of triple triad kind of route.
Hmm.
And yeah, if there's anything that the reason I love FF8 so much is because I like that option. So that I know sorry to just hijack this from you, but
It's okay.
I was a big fan of FF7 last since the beginning of time, whatever. And then I have a housemate. No, it was my roommate. If I'm not mistaken. So uh he was a big fan of FF8 instead. So because for some reason FF8 has this I think it's been perceived as a romantic kind of game, kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
So I was always
Romantic comedy.
yeah. So I was always like belittling him, and he was like getting back at me with FF7. So we were having this kind of uh mindset that we hate each other just because we like those games, right? Kind of stuff. But after it's for real because I feel there's a lot of weakness in FF8 that
It does. It
were I
does.
think one of the
It
reason
does.
yeah one of the reason why it didn't do so well. But then after a couple of years, I think after 10 years, kind of stuff, I was taking some time to replay it again, and I would say a new profound view of that game, and I thought that game was pretty solid if you know what you're doing,
Yeah, you have
and
to know what
if
you're
you
doing.
yeah
Exactly.
something like that. So I did this Lionheart this one run, and that was amazing. I mean, you play a lot of triple side. I mean, if there's anything that's really good about FF8 is the triple side game because that's one of the best part of the game. Which Blood Queen is
Suck it.
just to give it a bit of jab, yeah. But so yeah,
Hey, don't
so
say that.
no. Well, I have a lot of update on that. Zergg on Blood Queen, and I'm starting. Yeah, but yeah. So FF8 is just if you do that this one Lionheart game, it will be. I mean, it's so exciting, and there's a lot of things that you can. It definitely breaks the game because going back to what you said earlier. So the game, I think one of the few games in FF series that they use this uh scaling system that's pretty odd. So what happened is that the enemy scales with squall. So there's a lot of way to manipulate that. What happened? A lot of people would knock out cloud or squall cloud, yeah, but knock out squall, and then level up the rest of the team so that they will get over. Uh, and the thing is, the enemy level the one that define will share you what kind of magic that you would draw, what kind of card that you can get. I mean, there's a skill uh parameters that you can see from that scaling that happens in FF8 lah. So if you can manipulate a lot of those things, that game is, despite a lot of people saying that the junction system is really bad, it is. But if you know what to do, it's could be one of the best system in
Yeah,
FF.
it does. It's sort of like manual customization when it comes to your characters, I would say. Where you can really decide what are you strong against, what's your elemental attack, what are you strong against, what are you weak against. Really customizing it, that's pretty cool as time goes by, as I learned it through it lah.
It
Compared to
is. It
like
is.
FF9, which is like really streamlined. Everything
Yep.
is pretty much
Agree.
it already decided for you. You just have to select which skill that you want to play. You want to learn. That's it. So FF8 definitely is fun. I'll just say one last thing before I move on. Even until today, when the very beginning, where Squall take the exam, get to this first mission, sort of like a test exam to become a finally graduate as a student. Yes, I mean I don't want to dive in too deep. The CGs, right, until today still gives me goosebumps. So
Oh man, I remember.
it's like so cool. So I just want to highlight it.
Call is dead. Renoir is Ultimisia. Sorry.
I'm not there yet though. I'm not there yet.
This is
I just
this is
I,
another white box session.
I just passed the infamous "you're the best looking guy in the ballroom" the party.
That's pretty early.
Okay,
That's
okay.
very early.
I just went past that only. Yeah.
You're the
so-
best looking guy.
Hey, technically it's right now because it's
he looks
remastered.
better, right?
He looks better.
Yeah, he looks better. He looks better.
He deserved that. He deserved that praise.
Yeah, he
Because
deserved that.
remastered.
Safer owns everyone. Safer owns everyone. That's just.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, that's FFA for me. I'm not sure. I think I'll still continue it lah. Because
Should.
these days it's so busy. Somehow I mean, don't know, not sure about you guys, but it's somehow when you're busy, it's very easy for you to lose interest of the game that you're currently playing. So you thought like, not interested there. I just try something else. Just keep going, keep going. It's very hard for you to commit to one game unless you keep doing it every day and every day and every day.
Unless
So,
you're a Zerg.
Unless you're
Zerg, unless you're Zerg. So, okay.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah, Zerg. Now's your
I
turn.
am not.
What have you been playing?
Oh, okay. I hope my line is okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
So
I've
sounds
been-
better.
Better. Yep.
Yeah, I've been outdoor for the past 2 weeks a lot of time. Reason why I'm trying to use my backbone. I'm sorry. I'm trying to utilize. So I have 0 contact hour with my controller.
Mhm.
So it's a
Wow,
stupid challenge I
oddly
did,
enough, yeah.
which I regretted. I still regret. So what I've been playing is with my backbone is number 1, Hades 1, and I purchased Hades 2, which you cannot use your backbone because
Okay.
it's an early access, right?
Yeah, it's in early
Um,
access, exactly.
It was just released few days ago, I believe. And then I played the infamous Stellar Blade, and also
Wow.
what else did I play? Hold on. At this one, it is too. Oh yeah, I was slaying some mountains, so I was playing Slay the Spire. I finished it again
What?
using Apple Arcade again because of my Blackbone. I don't know how to say the name. Backbone.
Can you even use backbone with Slay the Spire?
You cannot, but I just use it to hold my phone. You know
Yeah,
what
macam ni pun boleh.
Yeah, I just
Fine.
use touch screen.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Fine.
Apple Arcade, but it's not compatible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Is
not
that-
comfortable.
Yeah, it's very
That makes sense though.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
weird. I know. I agree. Well, why? That
Yeah.
should have been.
Because
Okay.
prior to
Nature
that, I was playing a lot of Rock Book. It's a free game on PSN, PS Plus. Same a card game as well.
What game was
but
that?
It was Rock ROGUE Rock Book. It was free last month.
Oh, this is
Arrow-
weird,
Yeah.
man. This is weird.
Yeah, sorry guys. I
Google
play a lot of
Meta is
cards.
doing something on this.
Uh, I think so too. But probably
That's weird, man.
I can relate. Probably I can relate to what Harry was saying. I'm trying to lay off from playing big games, Stellar Blade. It is a fun game, but I'm not gonna rush it. I think I'm gonna finish it by this week before jumping into Diablo again the 15th of May.
Wow.
Yeah, I think those are
Okay.
the only games that I played. Hades 2 is a early access game. Definitely, there's no way for you to finish the game because there's no ending yet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
game. So I'm playing just to remember how fun it was, and of course to support.
So Hades 2 so far it's definitely game of the year contender.
Game
for
of
you?
the year. If
my
only you can get rid of Elden Ring, like what I see. So yeah.
What?
Okay, Elden Ring. Yep.
I mean, the game is still early access. Haven't even fully come out yet, right? Is it gonna come out this year or no?
I had
Probably not.
it's gonna be no, is it? I thought it was gonna be released.
Hades one took
End
a
of this
while
year?
to leave early access. Yeah.
Did
So I
no Hades one? I thought Hades one didn't go through that early access kind of route.
It did. It
It
did. I bought the
Okay,
first early access Hades one.
Okay,
It does.
2018. Then it officially released in before the pandemic. I
19,
think
19, right?
2019. There, yeah. So maybe Hades 2 will probably officially release next year.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay,
I've
sounds
had
alright.
a bit of preview of it. I've seen a bit of preview of the game. It
Uh-huh.
does look not that similar as
Uh-huh.
Hades one is. I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. The mechanic is a bit different. Like I
Okay,
said,
cool.
I really do not want to play the game initially because
Early
on
access.
Reddit
Yeah. Okay.
on Reddit it was they were saying that the game will be released 2025 March, April,
Ah,
Mhm.
okay.
So I just want to support in view of all the incident that happened. So the moment they
You should.
release
You
it,
should.
the moment they release it, early access, I just vote with my wallet. So that's the whole reason why I purchased
Just
the game.
kill your wallet.
Mm-hmm. Pocket.
Maybe you
Zerg's
can
wallet is.
maybe Zerg
Uh,
can don't buy so many indie games and sponsor I do your mic.
Yes. Stop
Let's
using money for yourself.
Zerg wallet is
and
immune to death.
and contribute to Adri.
Yes. Please. Think
I'll
of
just
me.
I'll
Think of me next time.
just joking. Okay, right. We have some pretty heavy topics to go through. We want to see if we can get our thoughts off quick and move on to the next
Okay.
one. All right, 4 topics today. First off will be the Helldivers 2 controversy. Helldivers 2, I mean, we talked about the game a few weeks back already. It's a hit for Sony. It's under Sony, right? Sony is the publisher, right?
Yeah, Sony's the publisher.
Yeah, Sony publisher.
It went up on PS5, and I think the best thing. Let's talk about initially lah. The best thing they did it was letting the game release on PC, which is one of the best decisions they made. But which is all well and good for the past few weeks. It keep getting a lot of conversations. People even consider it as game of the year because the sentiment is so good. Engagement is really well done, and the people behind the game, like the CEO, has been very very engaged in social media as well to share their passion and stuff,
Yeah.
which is commendable, fantastic. But something happened earlier this week, I believe, where suddenly, I say suddenly with a quote lah, they made a decision to mandate a PSN account sign in. Basically, what happens is that in order for you to access the game, you have to have a PSN account. As in, you cannot like guess sign in or nothing. You have to have a PSN account. Only you can go in, and that actually piss off a lot of PC players. I mean, for PS5, obviously you are using PSN already, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. It's the PC gamers that rise up and protest. And it got even worse when there are countries that actually do not allow such practice of using PSN network for the, basically they don't allow that service. So those countries basically, if this thing goes ahead, they won't have access to the game anymore, which means that they bought the game that they cannot play, right? So after that announcement, pretty much the game got delisted by in those countries. And if I'm not wrong, until now, even if after Sony retracted, I think those games are still unable to be purchased from those countries even until now. All right, so I just want to get you guys' opinion. You guys have heard of all this already. So what do you think? What do you think of all this fiasco about Sony? Maybe you can start with Adri.
I think it's bullcrap, man. What's wrong with them? Like, come on. Why would you? I don't know what we're trying to do with linking to the PSN account aside from maybe, I don't know. It's not even cross-save compatible or whatever. Or what do they want? Like more data from their players?
I feel like
So I don't see
you're there about the data or
that they're right. Yeah, but I don't think they need that. They can just ask Arrowhead to just provide the data to them, like who's playing on PS5, who's playing on PC. I don't know why they need the PSN thing to link. And then in the end, yeah, it just like isolated. How many countries? 100 and
I forgot-
44?
I share with you guys, right? The list, right? It's like quite a
Yeah,
lot.
there was it was a bunch. It's crazy. Like, why do you want to not sell that to another 144 other countries just because they don't have PSN? Just I thought Sony would like sit down and then show like, oh, if we do this, and then the other countries that is available will be isolated, and then you compare the numbers or whatever, and then maybe don't do it. I don't know. It's like
Can I
yeah,
chime in?
okay. Please,
Yep.
please, sir.
Okay. I have a huge debate on PSN ever since I tried to convince few of my good friends to have a PS when they are a huge PC player master race.
Okay.
So I never trust PSN. Back in 2000, can't remember which year, when my account got hacked, and getting in touch with all this customer service really sucks, especially when your my credit card, which I saved in my account, got hacked 2 times, and the amount is around 800 plus.
Shiz.
Oh wow.
Yes, and it doesn't end up in a good way. I almost go to see a lawyer because of that. But anyway, to cut things short, um, one of the things that they mentioned when I was scrutinizing and really questioning about how PSN works, they really pinpoint and highlighted the critical part of safety and security, especially when it comes to multiplayer, whereby they're trying to filter all these scams, all the cheaters, and how people are abusing. But on my side, when three of my friends refused to own a PS because they were saying that you shouldn't be paying for multiplayer access,
In a
which
way,
is true in a sense, but all
That
the
makes
other
sense.
consoles are doing the same thing, Switch and everything. So again, when the whole thing started with Helldivers, remember I told you guys how bad the network was when I was playing. I was enjoying Helldivers like crazy. We're trying to connect to my friends. Ended up they disabled the function, which actually happened in Diablo 4 as well. In
Mhm.
which I want to give a huge clap to Diablo Blizzard because the way they handle the server is actually much better than Helldivers. Okay, so what I'm
Okay.
trying to pinpoint here is that PSN mentioned safety and security is why PSN is needed. So as a console player, you do know that they're trying to hook you with PSN with another requirement, which is if you want to cloud save, auto save,
Oh yeah.
you need that, which happens to my Final
Oh
Fantasy
yeah.
16, remember? When I cannot play the game anymore because I don't have PSN Plus in my other PS5. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, which you can debate whether it's questionable, but that's how it works for the past few years. That's how they get the money because they really want you to pay, and the price has been increasing for 400
Mhm.
for
Oh my
Malaysian
goodness.
customers in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of obvious that what they're doing this is to up their PSN market share, right? I mean, it's not crazy to think about that, right? They want to show that there's actually an increased number of people who actually
Yeah.
that actually has a PSN account. Good for
I
reporting
Yeah.
anyway.
think, it's like a KPI from them. I don't know. I'm
Yep.
just guessing because
Mhm.
I cannot see any sense of why they're doing this.
Yeah.
Unless it's it's their KPI. You must make sure that you got PSN registered like maybe 30,000, 40,000.
They probably want the numbers to like justify the increase in price.
Yeah,
Maybe.
something like that.
Maybe
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
maybe they just want
Yeah.
people to register just to show the to the shareholders or
Numbers, right?
whatever.
Just search the
Like
numbers, right? Yeah.
like
Yeah, just
they said
Yeah,
they probably
exactly.
want to
Yeah, just
lie.
static
They probably want
accounts. Yeah.
to lie. They say
Yeah,
like, oh,
I think for Helldivers, there are two things which I personally think happen. Number
okay,
one, I don't think PS or Sony really expect that kind of success Helldivers can
oh yeah.
bring, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
right.
where they are right now. And then number two is that with that kind of low expectation, the server was kind of heavy. And then when
Uh-huh.
they because the game was really in PC and PS5, right? I mean
Yeah.
PS. And then when the server and the multiplayer was so bad because there's so many people, 200 initially it was 200k players log in at the same time.
Right.
The function was disabled, I believe, but then if you go to Steam, it did mention PSN is required. So what happened in the first few months? Was it 2 months or 1 month plus? When I was so hooked with the game, they disable PSN requirement, but then once the server is stable, the amount of people that plays the game becomes stagnant.
Okay.
They try to again bring back the PSN requirement as
PSN
with
requirement.
another game because the server is stable enough. But obviously enough, no one is happy with that because all this while for the past 2 months you've been playing it very well, and then after that suddenly you were being asked to open up your PSN. Now that my
Mandatory,
country
right?
doesn't have anything. But the funny thing about PSN is that you will never, or you are not gonna breach the TOS if you came from a country and I want to, for example, I'm from Malaysia. I want to open up PSN account in the US or even
US.
Okay.
Turkey. It doesn't breach their terms and condition. It is not a wrong thing to do, just as long as you have the money, which is why they are selling all these coupons available legally.
Mm.
So yeah, that is what they suggested when my account got hacked by few Chinese games got sold, and I was telling them I definitely cannot read in Chinese, and this game is definitely not for me, and they're not convinced because they say, although you are not Chinese, you can definitely open up PSN account everywhere in the world. That's what they say, and I quote.
Okay.
So for them, if you came from a country that doesn't have PSN, it's not a big deal for you to open up. In fact, they are encouraging you to open up PSN in any country as long as you can reload with whatever method that you want.
As long as
A
money
different
comes
region,
in,
right?
As long as money comes in, as long as money they pay, then that's good enough. I'm also just wondering. Right?
Yeah.
I heard a talking point about this where the controversy or everything, the drama happened because everything was well, like we just said, everything was well for a month plus, and then suddenly they make it a must to have PSN account. That's the issue. But what would it be any different if the PSN account signing requirement is already available from the very start? Would that be a big as big an issue as what it is now?
Oh yeah. I think it might be.
I agree. Yep, I think it might be.
I think Helldivers wouldn't be as big as it is if that thing was in the early
Yeah.
part of the game.
Initial,
I
but
agree. Yeah, I agree. But the fact that Helldiver got so big, that's why this news become the highlight of the day because
Yeah.
there's
True,
so many
true.
PC player playing the game. Of course, they're gonna make a huge
Noise.
yeah, about it. So
Exactly.
So
Master Race does not like to be told what to do, right?
that's why they are called Master Race. Oh, sorry. Just in case I did not get the message. So you guys think that if PSN account requirement is a must from the very beginning, will they still say as well or no?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't
right?
think so.
Okay.
It'll be already probably delisted from all the 144, 177, whatever, like, all
Countries.
those other countries already.
Yeah.
So it won't be as huge
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
as it is
Got it.
now.
I get it.
Yep.
I get it. Okay. Cool.
But
I think.
sorry for this, Reese. One thing. Okay, I'm not sure about the real PC gamer who doesn't have a console. But if I were to buy any game, for example, Hades 2, when you need to scroll down sometimes to see the requirement and everything, right? But
Yep.
I don't really read that well when I wanted to buy a game because on Steam, the interface on the right side will tell you whether it's single player, whether you can play multiplayer, all the details requirement, right?
Yeah.
I from my whole years of purchasing the game from Steam, I personally never read everything. So I have requested for refund a few times because it is not compatible. It's still early access. The network is still bad. I've done that for a console player and a PC player. So I'm not really sure about everyone because I cannot represent the whole cohort of people who purchase. But expecting someone to really read the fine details below the game that you need to scroll, I think it's a bit. Yeah, I think it's a bit impossible. So, say for example, if you were to ask about, okay, if PSN requirement will be number one factor to determine whether the game going to be big or not, I think
Yeah.
the fact that the Steam has a ability for you to refund the game, that actually makes people okay with buying and
Yes,
requesting for a refund later.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
Less
that's what I'm trying
pressure,
to say.
less weightage in terms of you're right.
I guess I'm OCD lah. I will read not until the end, but I will definitely read until the system requirement lah. Because I'm very lazy to sign up to apply for refunds. I never refund any game before, so I usually will make sure that my PC can handle the game at the minimum requirement at least. Then only I'll
Mhm.
buy. I always check because maybe it's because I came from not just not basically I'm not a PC gamer before this, and my last time playing PC game is from a weak ass laptop. So even until now, when I buy games, right, even though I'm sure my machine can play it, I always check the requirements. I mean, but that's just one lah.
That's before you buy, right?
Yeah, and about the PSN requirement, is it very visible in the description? Zergg, they say that the game actually requires a PSN
Yeah,
sign in.
if
Is
you're
it? Yeah.
I think if you're the kind of person who will always mandatorily look for that requirement after read the title of the game, it will be quite visible. But for
Okay.
me, I only look at it after the whole fiasco happened because I really want to know since the beginning, did they even mention about PSN requirement? Because I'm being for me PSN has always been very fishy since the start because of my whatever thing happened.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
it's there. Yeah, it's
Makes
there.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, they already notify early on,
Yeah.
like, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Because
Oh.
okay, among console player, there's always a question about whether you need PSN for multiplayer or not. Because I
Yeah.
believe there were some games that I played multiplayer that doesn't require PSN. And I've done that before. I can't remember what game. Is it GTA? I can't remember. GTA
Like
requires
Fortnite.
definitely.
Yeah, GTA Online.
Fortnite does not. Fortnite does not require.
Yeah,
that.
yes. Some of the
Yeah.
game does not require in console PS I'm talking about.
Yeah, you
But
don't
yeah.
have to.
Yeah. So because again, PSN is expensive, 400. So
Crazy.
Damn.
yeah, it is crazy.
You think Nintendo's NSO is expensive?
Mhm.
And it's
Think about
cheap, one of the cheapest, I feel, especially on the family group.
People
Yes.
complain
Yeah.
also, man.
Us Reese.
People complain also
No, I think-
regardless.
I think just going on to that as well. I think whatever happened with Game Pass, right? Had really opened up our mindset that we can play so many games with pretty
E price.
I think minimum. Yeah, exactly. Compared if Game Pass didn't happen, maybe PSN will look pretty standard, I guess. But right now, we see Game Pass and then PSN with whatever they're doing right now, right? With the what do you call? They got the Gold PSN.
The essential
Different
Yeah,
tiers.
confusing.
deluxe.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, you can see that the price is pretty steep for that lah. So yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, I think Reese got anything else you want to add on? I just think I didn't
Nah, I
hear
think-
much. Okay, okay, no problem.
I think basically this the same discussion point that you guys raised up as well.
Okay, cool. That's our thoughts on the Helldivers 2 controversy. We'll move on to another one. I put here a quick one, but I don't think it's gonna be quick. But we'll see how it goes. Let's talk about another controversy, and it's a game that Zergg has played, but I think he said that he will try to finish it next week. Stellar Blade.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness! I think we talk about this game. We talked about this game
Before,
a
we did,
podcast or
yeah.
an episode 2 episodes back. We talked about basically the controversy about the characters lah.
When
But I
Reese
think
was not around,
yeah, Reese is not around.
When Reese was not around.
Okay, now we talk.
I'm not,
Quick one, Reese. What do you think about the character design of Stellar Blade?
well, I'm a big anime fan, so I don't see
thought
that.
you-
He's trying to tread well. He's trying to tread it at the
Yeah.
side there well.
I thought you said
Trying to cover it up.
something.
Nothing out of ordinary for yeah. Again, I'm a very pure kind of gamer, so it's always gonna be from the gameplay kind of
Pure
perspective.
gamer.
The
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
mean-
well, let's be honest. FF7 alone, I mean, gives you a lot of those vibe as well, right? But then, yeah, I guess I'm old enough to be able to distinguish those. I know it's been very controversial with Cellblade. Still the point to a point that they did a patch on that, right? So they did a patch on
Yeah.
that.
This
Yeah,
is the
we
one we're
should-
gonna talk about,
Which
right?
we will be talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
All right, no
Yeah,
worries, no
exactly.
worries, Reese. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Don't worry about it. All right,
I'm gonna
let's
go
talk
away
about
now. Bye.
let's talk about the controversy. Okay, I written it down here already. Hopefully, I'll do it justice by explaining it. Basically, it's about one of the I think it's one of the costume or maybe a few. I think it's just one. I think it's the bunny costume or something like that. Where in the original design
Oh,
that's
I
being
think so.
advertised, the original design that's being advertised, it looks showing off the cleavage. But
Wow.
then when it's shipped, apparently, in the version
They
that people
cover it
are
up.
getting, they cover it up. I mean, they cover it up, and people say that the decision to do so on this so-called this censorship is by Sony lah. Sony is the one that asked to do that. So this thing keeps snowballing until a petition is being created. I think last I checked yesterday night before we supposed to do our podcast was around 85,000. But I think it should be more already lah. I think just keep going, and it gets worse when because of this protest. Apparently, Sony has agreed to let people seek for refund. Based on the reason of false advertising. So this whole thing, what do you guys think? I mean, like the
We had that in Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was, I mean, you the character creation was like pretty I would say pretty open.
Comprehensive.
When you
we say
Yeah,
comprehensive.
Comprehensive.
correct.
Wow.
It doesn't get a lot of You're right. You guys played Cyberpunk, so you guys should know, right?
I don't know.
It was-
I never played Cyberpunk, so I don't know how comprehensive that's gonna be. I
Oh,
heard
that's-
about it.
that's-
I heard
that's-
about it. I mean, basically, I just want to ask guys. I mean, do you think that the game should be censored or not? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like this game is being advertised as an 18+ game, right? So,
Agree.
if it's advertised as 18+ game, so why are you censoring it? Because you already labeled that it's an adult-only game. So by right, everything goes, right? Unless it's something that even is beyond 18+. That's maybe something
Mhm.
malicious or something that's super big lah. Okay. So what do you guys think about this? I mean, another question will be: do you think it's a non-issue, and then the gamers are just overly sensitive? I am more towards the game should not be censored. It's 18+. I mentioned just now. It should be able to release as per what the developers intended, and I
Mhm.
feel like
I'm
gamers
gonna-
should be angry because of censorship. More leaning
We
towards
need
that
to
part.
understand what happened was that actually they need to do that to maintain the performance of 60 FPS. That's just it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow!
Reese,
Okay.
Reese got it. He's right.
Thank
Reese
you.
is
Rin.
right.
Thank you.
I'm speechless. I didn't know that's the reason. So you cover this cleavage so you can keep.
Reese, he did it.
Wow.
Reese, figure it out.
You can see me
Exactly.
mind blown in real time.
Extra cleavage costs a lot. Costs frame drops. They know. Yeah.
Maybe they spend too much time on the comprehensive part of that comprehensive
Exactly.
detail of that part, so that they have to hide it, so that it can be
Yeah.
maintained at 60.
So okay, I know this is gonna sound very weird coming from a person who's supposed to be there, but I mean they need I think we need to think on a lot of aspect here, right? For example,
Yeah.
the physical appearance, and then uh the how do you say, the world science within it, right? So maybe with those kind of movement, with those kind of move set that you can see, it causes a lot of frame hikes and stuff, because
Uh-huh.
it still needs to apply to those universal rules for the game, right? So when you
Yep.
jump, then there'll be this kind of movement. So if they don't cover it up, it'll be very obvious and what was the reason of it, and then they had to do it so that the performance can be maintained. And that's what it is.
Way to go, Reese. You're right.
I
As a
love
game
how
developer, yep,
I love
he's
how
right.
Reese just keeps going with this. I love it. I love it. I
This
thought he's
is
gonna say something else.
he was
Oh my god.
serious. I see
He
it. I
was
sensed
serious.
it.
Oh my god. He was serious. I mean, okay. I want to hear from Zerg because he actually played it recently. What do you think,
Okay.
Zerg?
I,
Ask the guy who
before I
played it.
start,
Do you agree
before I
with
start,
Reese?
I just wanna know whether Reese has any chronic alcoholism, because he sounded like we call we call that kind of statement as confabulation, in which you
Oh
try
my goodness.
you're trying to create something and so strongly believe in it, but it's not
Ra-
true.
ra- Rationalization.
Zerg is diagnosing you, Reese. He's diagnosing
No,
you right now.
just
Oh,
kidding.
this is so
I
awesome.
Yeah, when I heard about this statement, there are two things that I'm surprised. Number one, like what I echo earlier, I am very surprised that PS has been very um kind to allow people to request their money back and return the game if they're not happy with it. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, the petition. I really want to know whether the petition comes from people who are playing the game, purchase the game, or
Mm-hmm.
just from those who has just
Heard
heard
about
about the
it.
game but never played the game. Because honestly, when I played the game, like what I've been saying for the past 2 weeks, those movements are my least concern, because probably I'm not so good in dodging, and that's what I mentioned last 2 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The amount of concentration that I put in visual is rather 1%. So I don't focus on such perspective, which
Exactly,
is
you're
why for
right.
me, yeah, yeah,
Makes
okay.
sense.
To be honest,
You're right, Zerg.
I agree.
Zer, you're not
yeah,
playing right.
okay.
You're supposed to care. You're supposed to care about the
Okay, I
details.
appreciate, I appreciate the art. I okay, I I personally purchased the deluxe edition, the collector
Ooh,
edition. I don't know what you call that.
damn.
Just because
Ooh. Look at
just
this
because they
guy.
have a just because they have a extra accessory and also clothes, right? But if you want to know, the game will not allow you to change your attire, clothes, appearance earlier on. You need to progress in the game for quite some time, then only you can change it. So by who? By crook, you will be seeing those visuals. But like what I said, because depend probably you will be appreciating the visuals if you're changing your game mode to a story mode, which is the easiest part. But on my side, I personally think maybe those who are playing are not those who, vote and made a petition on the changes that they wanted, like what we heard about. So I feel probably what we're saying is correct. It's all about the FPS and how they want to make the game run smoothly. But yeah, okay.
Yeah,
To
Reese
be
is
honest,
right.
yeah, to be honest,
Well, I'm
we
I'm
we
speechless.
you guys have seen Tekken and Street Fighter, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
talking about.
Yep.
Why people are not making a fuss out of it? Yes, of course they do
Exactly.
question about all these visuals, but why celebrate? For me, it's just an event whereby people will complain, and there'll be a new event, news like Xbox news this week. So yeah, that's how I take the whole story.
I agree.
So, I mean, basically answering two questions. The game being censored. I mean, your point is it should or should not be censored? Zerg.
It should not, but
Okay. Yep.
they can do it with an option.
Mm.
Meaning you can choose to disable it, you can choose to cover it up. You know,
Okay.
just that I'm
Self-control.
very curious with Sony, honestly, because why are they being so nice these
Listening.
past few
That's
weeks?
right.
Are they
That's right.
trying to
Like,
Maybe
cover
they
something up?
agree because
I
they
don't know,
agree
man.
because they agree with
Yeah,
whatever they are guilty.
probably with all the clashes that happened during Helldivers, they don't want to be the bad cop and trying to
They
cater to everyone.
they're just
Also,
worried that people gonna see how bad Sony
They
console
are.
compared to Microsoft.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, basically, you say that you agree that it should not be censored, but you think that gamers are being a bit too sensitive, lah. When it comes to the petition and stuff. Just for to be clear, I think the one who created that petition did buy the game, did play the game, but I
okay.
feel like he's part of a kind of gamer that will complain about all this kind of gamergate, those kind of stuff one. So I think maybe it's just to gain clout lah. Like gain fame.
Marketing,
Not
marketing too.
marketing, but sell. It's clout lah. Clout lah. It's just popularity lah. I feel because I do
Mm-hmm.
agree. This again, I'm same as Zerg, where it should not be censored because of what the game target the age group. But petition feels since when any petition actually
Works.
works, right? So it feels like it's more of a like not say marketing but personal branding ploy to make yourself famous. I feel like that sounds about right.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm. It's nothing new. I don't know why. I don't know why people are making noise about this. It's because it's nothing new. It's been around before. And even as for what Zerg mentioned, some big games as well. I mean, you talk about Tekken, you talk about Street Fighter. Those are like the highest level of in the gaming list, right? And it happens, and then I don't know why it's for some odd reason that it's become a very noisy.
social media content.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like,
That's one,
going on.
but I think it also covers a bigger issue these days, where I'm sure you guys also realize where people are getting more vocal when it comes to these kind of equality. What's it called? Like like when especially you get like things like Marvel, Disney, they all try to make something that's trying to be more inclusive, basically force inclusion into things. People are basically there's a group lah. There's a group of people who are very fed up of you guys. I mean, media is trying to include things that or change things that shouldn't be changed just for the sake of inclusivity, and equality and stuff like that. So maybe this pissed them off, so much that they're trying to just cause a stir. I think something like that.
It could just be a marketing gimmick as well. I mean,
It could be.
I think you can't deny that works a lot of industry, right? So I don't know, especially for a game like Celebrate. I've tried the demo, just to be clear. I played the demo, and I don't know. Again, is it something really out of ordinary? It feels that the game is.
The game, the
The game
game,
is.
the game is not groundbreaking,
Yeah,
amazing.
there you go. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, I don't purchase the game because of the visual. I don't purchase the game. I just purchase the game because of okay, I've done playing games. Some of the games, although I have
Yeah,
backlog,
yeah.
which is normal. I just want to try a new game. So yeah, purchase the game, play the game, enjoy it, and then I've been out. So if say for example you're not gonna buy it, you're gonna wait for discount. I would say just wait for a steep discount. So for me, yeah,
I
it's
agree.
just some of the games that you will enjoy. Fighting is so good. Storyline is not so. It is
Mhm.
good, but it's not so. But yeah, the fighting is good. But if you're a kind of person who likes this is not really so like because if you played Nier
Yeah.
Automata before, there's some vibe in it post apocalyptic, and probably the storyline as well, that you will say, oh, this is copying Nier Automata, for example, that kind of thing. Which is a good thing because Nier Automata
Right.
is a
Good
superbly
game.
good
It's
game.
a
Yeah,
good game.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a great game, exactly.
Okay,
But yeah,
interesting.
I was thinking it could be a lot of reason. I think we can
Okay,
set it at those.
no problem. After two silliness, let's talk about something positive, shall we? Let's talk about Nintendo. Nintendo already had their financial um meeting, and then I think the Switch has officially reached 140 million. Double check.
Let's go.
I think it's 140
Let's
million. I
go.
could be wrong, but it's about something around there. But pretty good numbers. All right, we know that the Switch is gonna sell even until the end of time, but something interesting happened because the successor of the Switch, we don't know what's the name yet. It's just called the successor of of Nintendo Switch, is officially mentioned by the CEO Furukawa,
Oh,
The pres.
who
Yeah.
confirmed that it will be revealed within the fiscal year, which means it will be revealed on or before March 2025. So not long now. And also, they confirmed that the existence of a Nintendo Direct, which is happening this June, but that shouldn't be a surprise, right? Usually there's a June Direct, right? But then this
Yeah.
June Direct will just be talking about June Nintendo Switch games. There's no mention of the successor. So I think this is a pretty simple question. Where, what do you guys feel? I mean, like, in one way, we know that the successor is bound to happen. The Switch sells
Yeah.
gangbusters is bound to happen. But in
Mm-hmm.
another way, hearing that it's being mentioned by an in Nintendo official that is happening, we
Through a
don't know
tweet.
when. Before this is don't know when, or is it ever
Yeah.
gonna happen soon? But now is we know that from now today until March 2025, they're gonna start talking about it. So what do you guys feel about this news? Maybe I want to start with Reese. What do you think, Reese?
it's an announcement of announcement. That's one thing I want to say.
Yeah. It
So
is.
okay, it it's gonna it feels a bit odd because that tweet, was it a tweet? Yeah, that tweet
It
was
was a tweet.
Yeah, I forgot
yeah
to mention
that
that
tweet
tweet.
was yeah that tweet was just to tell that you don't have to worry. We are working we're working on the next Switch. But for the June Switch Direct, we won't be talking about it. Uh, Maybe the sales are not doing good, so they want to set up like a threshold to make
Expectation.
yeah, expectation kind of stuff, right? So maybe they uh while the data is showing that Q4, was it Q4, right, Harry?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Result for the Q4 was pretty solid. I mean, you're talking about the hardware sales is pretty good.
Mhm.
Software is like as usual, but maybe it might not meet their expectation of some things just because people are I'm not say they're done with Switch, but rather they are, how do you say this, excited for the next iteration of that console, which gives them the mindset that nothing good is gonna come out from Switch. So let's
Mm-hmm.
just wait for the next Switch. Only then we'll buy Nintendo stuff again. So I don't know. It feels that it's a damage control kind of thing that Furukawa did. So he just want to make sure that uh he just want to give that impression that uh you still need to buy Switch software, uh and the sales are not doing that good. So something like that. So I feel that it's an odd kind of way to share that information. Well, not to say that this is the first time for Nintendo. I mean, you see those Miyamoto-san tweet tweeting through another different account as well for the recent uh of the his tweet about the movie or whatever stuff like that. So
The Zelda movie,
it's
I
not
think.
it's not
Oh
the
yeah, that
Mario
one, that
movie
one.
even the Mario movie, right? So they want the sequel. So I mean it's not it's you can still feel there's a lot of Nintendo in it when he shared those when Furukawa shared those details, but looks like for me it's a damage control kind of stuff. So they're worried that no one's gonna purchase any software for Switch just because everyone is waiting for the Switch 2, Switch Pro, whatever it's gonna call. So because we're gonna have Paper Mario coming soon, Luigi's mentioned, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's it, right?
yeah. That's it.
Mm,
Well, yep.
So
That's why the
yeah,
June direct. Lah.
unless for some reason June Direct uh would share us a bit more info on Metroid Prime 4, which
Yes.
that could knock everything out of the window. So I don't know. I mean, what do you guys expect June Direct is gonna be? I don't know.
It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker HD. Come on, guys, do it.
Oh my
I'm
god.
waiting. I'm actually really waiting.
Xenoblade Chronicles X, please.
Oh
No,
yeah, that game
screw
is
that. Xenoblade Warriors. I take that. I'll take a Xenoblade Warriors game.
Chronicle
Xenoblade
X.
Warriors.
No,
Okay, X lah,
Chronicle
X lah,
X is
X
like
more.
it's being limited to
The Wii
Wii
U.
U. That's
Yep.
bad, right? Yeah,
That's
that's
bad.
that's bad, right? So
Yep, that's bad.
that would make sense. Because I don't know. June directs. It's gonna be. I'm definitely interested in Switch 2 Pro, whatever it's new Switch, whatever it's gonna call. But I'm just gonna let. There's a very good reason why I mean, they're pushing back the release for this because if you guys seen those rumor leaks about how the console is gonna be, sounds
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I've heard that they did a Dune kind of thing where a lot of devs were able to play game on Switch Pro, Switch 2, but without being able to see the console. I mean, you have it feels like you need to put your hand in a box, play the game, and then
How does that work? What the heck?
yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. What happened? So a lot of people, devs, I don't know, maybe some journalists, they got a chance to play Switch 2, but they were not able to see that console for some reason because they need to put their hand in a
That's
box.
like
Yeah, something like that.
because
So
what's that Sandra Bullock movie? The Bird Box.
yeah, exactly, something like that.
Anything
So
can be inside there. Anything. Anything can be in there.
so yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was going back to your point. It was odd for Kawa to talk about it, but I just see that as a damage control kind of stuff. Yeah. So
Okay, cool. Damage control. What about Adri? What do you think, Adri? Are you
I agree. I
excited or
agree.
no?
Oh yeah, definitely excited for the June direct soon next month, and whatever they're gonna announce. I'm happy they did announce that it's coming instead of like how you guys remember when Switch first announced. It was just a shadow drop trailer, not even a like a hey guys here
yeah.
something's coming up in a few days. They're like here's the trailer on
On
YouTube.
uh,
Enjoy, and then you speculate, and then that drove everyone to a frenzy
The world
and
changed that
whatnot.
day, dude. The world changed.
Yeah, I think it probably changed for the better, but I think Nintendo was like, oh crap, I think we should have just give them a heads up next time. uh, because people are like, maybe they thought maybe their research is that they look at the reaction of the people of how they do things like they see how Switch was suddenly appear, the Switch trailer suddenly appear, and then how they do the Nintendo Direct is a bit sudden. I think people are just getting tired of Nintendo just dropping news a day, few days before the thing already. I think so. I think people their marketing team is a bit pandai a bit like they're like, oh okay, people are getting
we
tired of
always
us. Yeah.
we always love those before we end this. here's another thing to share. I mean, we're always a big fan of that, right? So I don't
Yes.
know.
That's why people are like, oh, maybe they got something special. That's why they suddenly dropped this thing. So I think the president's like, okay, guys, I think we have enough fun for the past few years. I think we'll give them a heads up this time. And I appreciate the announcement of the announcement. To be honest, it's
Yeah, correct.
it subverts expectations lah. Because
Exactly.
I think the president has seen rumors going around like, oh, the Switch 2 gonna be announced end of last year or maybe early this year, and he's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll let them know it's coming out this point. So at
Yeah.
least people won't go rioting at Nintendo or probably send annoying emails or whatever. Hey, dude, please, when is Switch 2 coming out?
I
Maybe
think
they
it
got
also
tired.
helps to calm the investors as well, because
True.
in one way,
True.
agree with what Reese said, is a damage control towards the investor, shareholders, and yep, damage control towards the shareholders are telling that don't worry, we are going to have a Switch 2 within the next fiscal year, so there will be some slowdown this year. So I mean, so you sort of control the narrative, and then you sort of help to pave the road for what's happening next year. So
Yeah.
okay, now you think about it, that sounds about right. But as a gamer, right, I don't know lah. I still love the randomness of Nintendo, where they just suddenly just drop
Yeah, I
stuff.
agree.
It's their identity. I would not have it any other way, because
I
most of the
agree.
time,
I like
right,
it
I
too.
agree. I love those. Yeah, I love those.
because most of the time,
Yeah,
like, the beauty
exactly.
of Nintendo announcements, right, is they don't just announce stuff that is like many years away. It's like
Except
happening
for
like the
Metroid.
next few months, so that's the
Yeah,
coolest
yeah.
Yeah,
part, because if
right.
you
Right. I
announce
agree.
something that only coming like two, three,
Yes.
4 years, right, what's the point? The hype just goes down,
A
maybe a
lot of,
year
a
down
lot
the
of,
line, maybe
yeah,
half a
a lot of
year.
game does that. A lot
Yeah,
of game
yeah.
does that. They
Yeah,
share you
so mhm.
not even a gameplay kind of video. I mean, and then they builds up the hype, and then eventually you're not gonna be hearing about it anymore. Like after maybe 6 years, 7 years. I mean, it just I don't know it just to gain that hype, popular, those kind of things, hype kind of notion of it. But yeah, you're right. I think aside from Metroid Prime 4, which was
Yeah, the
announced back in
outlier.
2000, but the rest of Nintendo stuff are usually those that they are really getting ready to release, right? So some of I mean, they're just getting ready to release, and then just to touch it up just before month two before the game got released. So
Hmm.
you guys are right. So yeah.
Okay. Then what about you, Zerg? You have what do you think about this one? Do you agree with us, or you have your own take?
I disagree with Adri as usual, but
Of course. Why would it be different?
and but I agree with everyone. I think it's just a marketing strategy or consistency, right?
That's what I said, Zach.
It comes with a price.
What the heck, Zach?
Of course.
How dare you?
He's crying now. Yes.
He's devastated. Sorry, what do you say? You disagree? I do what? And you agree with him? What?
No. I was just saying that I disagree with Adri, but I agree with everyone.
And then
What
he just said my
Nintendo?
point.
I recall our points are similar.
No, because
Yeah.
we all are craving for that new news, right? We all are
Right.
craving for,
Everyone.
okay, are we gonna get our Switch 2, Switch Pro, Switch New, whatever the name is? And then, of course, in the point of investor, so how they want to keep up with their profit and what have you. I think this consistency in giving a relevant story, although I really doubt, okay, when are we gonna get an are we gonna get an announcement by March? Are we gonna get an announcement in quarter two? Definitely no one knows. So this thing will create a uh, a conversation among us because we are hype and so on. But then initially when I heard the news, I was like thinking, okay, say for example they were to announce this, are they expecting to have, and are they okay with their sales dropping? Because okay, I'm gonna announce a new console, and people will be waiting for that
Correct. Yeah.
period by not buying a console. Say for example, my Switch Lite now is destroyed. Uh, I I don't know what happened with it. I'm thinking of buying a new one. I was searching online, Twitter, Reddit, looking for okay, are we gonna get a new news now that this news is confirmed legally? So yeah, it actually fits us with the crave of certainty that we need. Yep, that's a good strategy that they're putting.
Okay, I mean, it's good that they, even if it's damage control purpose,
They
whatever it is,
know.
it's good that
Mm-hmm.
we know that it's happening by latest
Yeah.
March 2025. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
something to look forward to, and also good to speculate rather than people don't know. Okay, it's the same concept with like Hollow Knight Silk Song, right? We have
Oh
no
my
idea. We know
goodness.
that it exists. We know that it exists,
That
but
game.
we don't know when it's gonna come out. So when people want to generate hype for it, right, for the sake of it, right, people don't know how to generate hype because we don't know when you're gonna release it. We don't know when you're gonna give any news about it. At least let us know that you're gonna release it. Let's say before March 2025. Okay, fine. At least we can talk about something, right? Rather than we don't have no idea when it's gonna come out. Then eventually the hype died down. Give us more information so that we can get excited about it, lah. So
All right, all right. I'll ask my uncle. I'll definitely ask my uncle.
Thank you, Reese. I was
okay,
about to ask for that. Thank you, Reese.
terima kasih, Riz. Have to ask, huh? Okay, so I mean, some good things about Nintendo, something happy, something positive. So I bring you down to the deep with Helldivers 2 and Stellar Blade controversy. I bring you up a little bit towards the Nintendo Switch news. Let's go back down again, right? Because that's how I torture people. Let's
No.
let's talk about the bombshell from Xbox. So
Oh
what
my
happened? Just to give a
goodness.
little bit of context, basically yesterday or 2 days back, we heard
2 days back.
news. I think 2 days back. Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
about right. Xbox announced that they are closing a few of their studios. Some of them are pretty big. Arcane Austin is Redfall. Say what you want about Redfall lah. I mean, like, it's still Arcane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. Tango Gameworks is the biggest one. They're the one who make The Evil Within, one of my favorite games, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Fantastic games, love it so much. And of course, cannot forget Hi-Fi Rush, the game that actually got nominated in some of the
In a lot of
categories in
things.
the Game Awards, right? And a lot of
Yes.
other awards, game awards are there as well. So this Tango Gameworks is a big one. There's also two more. I don't want to miss them out because they do deserve it. Alpha Dog Games, they did the mobile version of Doom called Mighty Doom.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, crap.
and also Roundhouse Studio, which actually helped with Redfall. And if I'm not wrong, the Wikipedia is correct. They also helped with unreleased Prey 2, the one that did not
Oh,
came
okay,
out.
okay.
So pretty good talents there. So the reason why they are closing them is to prioritize high impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio of blockbuster games and beloved worlds. So I'm not sure. Basically, what I'm understanding from this statement is less risk on new stuff, but
Yeah.
more focus on the existing IPs
It
and
sounds like it.
only for those that can promise higher production value and higher returns. In a way, isn't it what Sony's been doing as well,
Yeah.
or what Square Enix is gonna do
Did
after their most recent financial
Or they
call as
did.
well,
Yeah.
isn't it? So it's pretty much the
yeah.
Yeah.
same line. So entirely, I just see the relationship there. So considering the kind of well beloved games made by Tango, right? Because the Evil Within, Hi-Fi Rush, although Ghostwire Tokyo is questionable, but it's still, it's still pretty fun, and even got nominated for the Game Awards, right? So how do we feel currently about Xbox current status? Because they just acquired these studios a few months ago, and they even fought a big battle when it comes to the acquisition about this as well. So after this happens after all this stuff, what do you guys think about Xbox? I share my idea first. Very simple. I think Phil Spencer needs to go. It's very simple.
Mm.
I feel like Phil
Mm.
Spencer needs to go. I think he ran out of excuses for his management skills. Not just him,
Mm-hmm.
but a few of his closer generals as well. That they did not really do their job well on, like, just look at the output of Xbox games for the past few years. They are not doing that
Mm-hmm.
well. So I feel like it's a management issue, and Phil Spencer is a top of it. So I feel that he should let go, just let other people to do it. So that's my take. What do you guys think? Maybe I let Adri first.
I agree with you, Harry. As much as we were praising Xbox past few days for their Game Pass Day One's release or whatever, they have proven that they are unable to, manage their purchases, and uh don't know how to allocate it in a way that brings them the desired KPI to their on their side. Even though Hi-Fi Rush was a hit and all that, but I don't know. On the corporate side, they probably is the same thing as the Guardian Galaxy and Square Enix thing all over again. Like Guardian Galaxy won awards and all that, sold well, but then Square Enix like nah, and then sold the studio away and all that. Uh, it's just like I don't know what corporate is thinking right now. Like, what expectations do they want? Do they want from these? It's like both ends are getting not good benefits. I mean, yeah, fine. Redfall was not selling well. If the studio closed, it makes sense. But then Tango Gameworks, they were doing Hi-Fi Rush was like so many awards. They won nominated for the Game Awards, and then after that they got more nominations, more winnings. So that baffles me so much. Like, what is going on with Microsoft right now? So
I just want
um,
to, sorry, just want to give a little bit of context of what I saw from social media a few
okay.
moments ago, right? Tango Gameworks had their anniversary recently. They share
Oh
their
my
photos
goodness.
on X. Sarah Bond,
Okay.
the higher one on for Xbox, actually says congratulations for many years to come. For many
What the
years to
heck?
come. So it just gives, from what people say, it gives the impression that even she don't know that this is gonna happen, and the decision is made by the corporate suits lah, like on the Microsoft side, that thinks that
Maybe.
maybe it's the financial people after they do the calculating, stuff like that. The rate is all red. So how do you not make it red? Then you have to close this one. And
Yeah.
as what Adri said just now is correct. Hi-Fi Rush did, critically acclaimed, but then I saw some articles that they did not hit sales target. But isn't it weird, or when they say that, because it's a game that released on Game Pass? What do you
That's
expect it
right.
to sell? What do you expect it to
Yeah.
sell?
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah.
released on Sony how long ago? Only less than a month, or is it released already? I don't know.
It's
And it's
released already.
so it just recently released, and it's about to be released on Switch. I mean, rumored lah.
Rumored.
So how do you how
Would
do you how do you measure your success for that? You know?
yo, would it be super weird if the June Direct has High Five Rush
Ooh.
coming up for the Switch.
Yeah, how about that?
Oh my god.
will play
I
though.
don't know
play.
what
I will
I
play
would be
it.
like, what the heck? This is too much. This is too much. Why you do this? I cannot.
But just like that story about Sarah Bond, that one, right? That wishing the team one, right? That was funny and creepy at the same time. It just shows that she
Yeah.
don't know. It shows that she don't know, and that sucks. I feel like that really.
Or maybe she does know, and she's trying to play a victim as well. Like I don't know. I wish them many years to come. I don't know.
Okay, now we're playing
Do you
3D chess already.
do you see her interview at the Bloomberg? Like
I
she's the
heard
first
a bit.
person to speak about
If
I
heard that
the
the interview
Bloomberg
didn't go so well for her.
oh man, I saw that. The Bloomberg interviewer was asking her about the studio closure. She didn't name names the studio lah, but she mentioned like the closure about the studio. And even though some studio won some awards, what do you have to say about that? And then she was like, if you haven't seen Tai Chi in Western world style, you should go watch that.
Tai Chi
She,
Western was.
she's Tai Chi the whole thing. Everyone's so pissed off at her answer all that. It's like I couldn't even finish the video. It was so cringe. It was terrible. It was so terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Adri agrees that Phil he needs to go. So the problem comes
Mhm.
from Phil. Reese, what do you think?
Well, it's a sad news. It's a definitely a news that no one wants to hear right anytime. Yeah, Phil. I heard that uh I don't know. It feels that uh Microsoft is doing all these blunders. Oh,
Mhm.
intentionally. It feels really odd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shooting
Yeah,
yourself in the foot quite a lot of times already, isn't it?
exactly. And to the extent that they're supposed to be the main competitor to Sony to PS5, right? And they're doing this kind of mess again and again and again. I was like, what's going on with that? Uh, well, well, to that context as well, Sony is doing shitty stuff as well. I don't know for some reason. So it just feel that the gaming industry, while we get great games out there, we get good games, celebrate, get those kind of games. Uh, it feels that the morale of the industry is pretty low at this point in time.
Yeah. It is.
It's it's shocking to hear this news. For a dev that team that has been, I would credit as pretty successful with the awards. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw the tweet from uh on Microsoft wants more games to win awards kind of stuff, and then
Oh
right,
yeah, I saw that.
That
Yeah.
one
and I
as
was like,
well.
That was so
it was,
stupid.
it was so stupid, right? So what's going on with? Well, I just gonna be taking the benefit of the doubt here. There's some uh back end kind of scene that's happening that we're not aware of.
Mm-hmm. Could
Maybe
be.
maybe the business is divested, but then the team would get into another uh, function, another section of Microsoft to do something bigger kind of stuff. Because it's I don't know, it sounds too easy. That Phil would want to be the punching bag on this, because he is, right. Everyone's like,
He is. Yeah.
yeah, everyone's like,
We just did it. We just did it also.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It's weird. It's just does not make sense. And yeah, I've no words to comment on this anymore.
Definitely agree with
Okay,
what
yeah.
Reese says, because if you think about it, right, Microsoft currently is in a place where by right they're not supposed to do whatever they're doing right now, because they have a lot of
Yeah.
money. They have a bunch of money. They have a bunch of
Yeah.
creative people.
You
So
know what?
why got all these problems? Why are you closing down here and there?
It-
So
it's not like
mhm.
the problem is complicated that they might somehow miss it out or oversee. I mean, blinded by that. It's because it's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, you've seen those cases where it's an honest mistake kind of stuff that happen, but this one is pretty straightforward. I mean, you don't tell those news, you're gonna without any clear justification, without any clear future expectation kind of stuff. It's just pretty straightforward story that will make you the enemy of the industry, right? So I don't know what's going on with them, man.
Yeah,
I've been trying to be very supportive of Microsoft. I like Phil. He's always has this stature of confidence, game dev who jumped the heights to become
I like Phil
lead.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, oh, what's he doing, man?
yeah.
And
I mean,
he's the one who shares those news. I mean, he can always get someone, some grunt to share the news, but he's doing it. I'm just I don't know what's going on, man. Seriously, it's just crazy.
it just feels to me like what we say just now is correct. It just feels to me that if what we say is correct, lah, right? They have money, they have a lot of talents, but why are they still having this? Is I'm thinking that I think you guys can agree with this as well. Is they're just being pulled, being tied up by a bunch of powerful executives above, like Microsoft itself.
Microsoft themselves, right? Yeah.
Because if you ask them, right, if you ask Satya Nadella, right, obviously he says if Xbox is not doing so well, let's just close them down and then we'll game the studio that we have. We're just gonna keep multi-platform. If you give me a choice, he's gonna do that. I feel like Phil and his team is the one that's keep fighting for. Hey, no, actually no, you shouldn't do that. You should trust in the Xbox brand. Having exclusive is the way to go. Stuff like yada yada yada. But sometimes things like this, the decision like this to close, right, is something that's out of their. It's out of their what's it called? Out of their reign of power. So, I mean, it's sad, like it's always sad to hear things like this. What about you, Zerg? Zerg?
Hello, hello, hello.
Sorry. No problem.
It's emotional.
Hello.
I can
Yeah, I'm
hear. I
crying
can hear
right now.
lightning. I can hear lightning.
You
And
just hear
someone.
me?
Yep. No problem. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Um, my my knee-jerk response when I heard about the news. I remember Adri was praising Hi-Fi Rush so much, and I watched
Yeah.
his stream, and I love the game
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
And I still remember when Phil debunked all of us, all the gamers. That remember he admitted defeats when he said making a great exclusive isn't enough to fight Sony and gain a
Mm-hmm.
market share anymore. Like what Harry said, I think if you were to see Microsoft is printing money like crazy, right? Say for example, if they were to pay double or even give a bonus to all the people that they have get rid of, I'm sure they are not gonna make a loss. Last few years they make like 20% uh, of profit. I don't know which department, but for me, Xbox is just a disposable income for Microsoft. So yes,
Damn.
the board of director for sure is the one who influenced. But if you were to ask me personally, I'm not gonna defend. I'm not gonna fight Phil Spencer because everything that happened, Hi-Fi Rush, Redfall, happened during Phil Spencer, right? When he was there. For all
Yeah.
you know, he may have lost the fight. He may have been the one who defended the console. But say for example, if you look into the perspective whereby okay, Microsoft is okay with losing the console, they're just gonna focus on being the third publisher, or they're just gonna be the one like EA, whereby you just have a platform and no console physical. I'm sure they're still gonna make money. The one who suffer is the one who works down there, who's an artist. So my heart will always go towards all these people because job security is something that very, 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 very important for everyone, especially if you have a family and whatnot. So what is happening for me, like what I've been saying for the past few episodes, is a greed. It's a corporate greed. I think
Mm-hmm.
they're just not gonna. If you were to ask me, right, I'm the CEO, and I'm gonna spend 50 millions on a company. I will expect some good income out of it. A
Mm-hmm.
good revenue, like tenfolds out of it. But am I okay to wait 10 years for that 50K or 50 million to breed itself slowly, or would I rather just cut the cost and focus on something that is rather fast, because all of us personally, we don't know what they're thinking about because the greed in employment, the greed in the corporate world. When they
Mm-hmm.
decide on something, no one will win except those people. They will gain a lot of money. If you talk about Tesla, for example, there's a lot of people being set off. Epic Games last time, there's a lot of people being set off, but those people higher up, they still makes millions upon millions and a lot of bonuses. Even Elon Musk is asking for a lot of compensation for the past few weeks on Twitter. So uh, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know about how the game industry gonna be as Malaysian Xbox. We cannot really relate to Xbox so much because 360 is not big, it's not huge here, right? For all
Mm-hmm.
you know, they may be saying, "Oh, we're gonna have a CD less console on the next Xbox Direct soon." So I will not put a total blame on Phil Spencer. I will also not defend him because uh, by the end of the day, I really appreciate Xbox Game Pass because there's a lot of games that I play. If it is not because of the subscription-based Game Pass, I will not be playing it. Power, for example, Hi-Fi Rush, for example, it save a lot of money as well. And then, yeah, it gives us option. But by the end of the day, as an end user, the more choices that you have, the better it is, right? Just that we don't have a time with a lot of backlog. So yeah, I'm just. But one thing that I learned from this is that same with every other industry, this kind of uh, when you put a hedge on your critical work or even your creativity. For example, in my workplace, you are worried that you're being set off. You're worried that you're not going to be appreciated. You will be playing safe, and your end result going to be not great. You're going to be mediocre, and I think the same will go to game industry as well. I'm just worried that sooner or later people will go with all this Genshin Impact kind of game, because they're making money. Hi-Fi Rush wins a number of awards, right? I can't recall. I think BAFTA, they got it.
Yeah.
And then despite winning all this is what happened to them. I read I read what I don't know, the Jason guy from Hi-Fi Rush. He really said something about, okay, this is how it ends. Dot 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 dot. I feel what he's saying because I'm sure he put his whole heart, brain, and time into it, but now it's over. It's kind of expected because once Microsoft takes everything, they spend a lot of millions on money, and of course they want to get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just I'm just worried on the future of a game industry whereby everyone will play safe, everyone will play mediocre, everyone will just go for pay to win, everyone will just limit their creativity. Phil Spencer himself was mentioning about Redfall and Hi-Fi Rush, this Japanese, and how he is open for creativity, right, for them and allow these people to proceed. And all these things has been published when he was there. So I don't know where it goes wrong, but definitely the corporate greed is there. There's, but the one who need to pay for the price is those who are working, who are really putting their heart and soul into it. So yeah, it's not fair. It's a sad thing.
I mean, such is the world of business where everything is about return on investment. So sorry to say. if something is not bringing you money back, they don't care lah. I mean, like, who cares about if you have a bunch of creative people working on
Yeah,
that piece of art,
I
right? So
I read a Twitter the other day. Warner Bros was saying that they're gonna focus on pay to win content. When what they did with Harry Potter, which is a huge success, right?
Single,
In terms
yep.
of yeah, it's a single player game. They're saying about there'll be a DLC soon, but there's no pay to win in that game. You know, like what we have in Genshin Impact
it's
and whatnot.
a single
But
player game, true and true, right?
yeah, people are saying that single player game is not sustainable. It's not something that will last forever. But with a huge success, despite all the fiasco that happened with Harry Potter and the all the gender biases or whatever it is, Warner Bros. Mentioned about how they want to focus on pay to win and all this. Yeah, so I think the direction of way it is going to be going towards that way. Obviously, I'm not in the industry, but then the one who's gonna suffer is yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, it is how the world is right now, but I find a I feel happy a little bit, or at least I feel a little bit of hope that we can always depend, sort of, on companies like Nintendo to try to hold the line a little bit, to continue to focus on what makes it very most important when it comes to the video game industry, which is making fun video games. But of course, I definitely hope the same for Sony and, of course, most importantly, Xbox as well. I hope they can get their shit together so that they can really finally do what they are supposed to do with these studios, which is making games. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear things like your turmoil, stuff like that. I don't want to hear it already. We want to see games from you guys. You know, your Avowed, your Indiana Jones, stuff like that. Those are great, but these are you guys actually acquire a lot of studios. You know, can you guys make more games that Xbox fans will be proud of, instead of every time Xbox fans is always being beaten down by some other people lah, just because of this fiasco.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Like
yep.
the reason why my first statement is saying that Xbox games is disposable income for Microsoft is that Hellblade is Senua Hellblade is releasing soon, and I love the game. I purchased the game day one release on Steam the other day, the last few years. Now that we're having a Senua Hellblade releasing soon,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people saying, okay, where's the marketing? It's not being
Tada,
advertised properly.
tada.
Yeah, it's nothing. I thought it's just it's just something that people want to talk about, polarizing comment about hating Xbox. But when I really look into it, there's really nothing. They just got released all the ads and everything just for the past few days. So seeing that, the passion that they're putting is so much different now that they're acquired by Microsoft and what have you. So yeah, it's a little bit different. So it's kind of sad to see that.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I think that's the side effect also when your game becomes a part of a subscription service. But I thought
Yeah.
even when it comes to Netflix, right, on certain games also they will quite market it quite well, right? Like example, like what's it called, like Squid Game, like Stranger Things. You know, like their blockbuster series, they will actually put some marketing into it like months in advance. I would assume that that's such a the same will goes to for video games as well, video game subscription services like Xbox Game Pass. But the only thing I saw about the sequel for Hellblade, right, is that tweet on X. That's about it. Um, and the tweet is like so inspiring. Like, it's a picture, I think, of Senua that is pretty much being seen before, and then the caption itself is just like Senua's Hellblade 2
Yeah,
coming out
yeah,
this date.
yeah.
What?
a non-attractive statement. Hellblade Senua itself is a very niche game whereby it touches on psychiatric point of view, which will not interest a lot of people. The game will not be groundbreaking, whereby the moment they release the game, everyone will buy Xbox. I don't think that will happen. Everyone will subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. But the effort that they're putting in terms of marketing and everything, for me, is half baked, I would say. So yeah, the compassionate is not there from what I expected from Xbox, which is sad.
Yeah, and I feel like the marketing is not doing their job at all with that. Just, I mean, obviously they're gonna put up more posts. But that first post, right? It's we always think about momentum building, when it comes to marketing a game. That one is not starting out with the right step. You have a lot of cool ideas that you can do to market Senua's the sequel. What about the audio, the superior audio quality? What about maybe interviewing with the people with the ideas, that the core ideas that the game's trying to convey? There are a lot of stuff you can do with it, but currently it's just that one tweet. Okay, and when's it gonna come out? 21st or something like that. I don't know. It feels kind of weird. Like, it feels like if you're given this kind of chance to promote this game to another team, I'm sure they could have come up something better lah. But it's just like currently they're just being stuck with whatever it is they have with them currently. So it's kind of sad lah. But anyway, that's it when it comes to our thoughts on the 4 topics. We'll talk about the Helldivers 2 controversy. We'll talk about the Stellar Blade controversy. We'll talk about something happy with Nintendo's Switch sequel that's gonna come out, being announced by March 2025. And we go back down, immediately dive rock bottom with the Xbox the Xbox bombshell news. Roller coaster, right, guys? Roller coaster, right? Isn't it cool? Like, we're gonna do something like that more often. Do you want things like this more often, or something more more positive every single time?
No. I mean,
No.
losing job news are just bad.
Yeah. So, come on, guys, in the video game industry, can you guys focus on games? I want to talk about games, boleh ah. I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
controversies.
Not people losing their jobs and passion along the way.
Yeah lah, just I want to talk about some new games that come out. We can do some deep dive or something. I want to talk about Animal
Agreed.
Well. I want to talk
Except
about Animal
Elden
Well if
Ring,
possible.
What?
Nothing.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
Elden
we can
Ring.
talk about game, but probably not in June about Elden Ring.
Well, we
okay.
need to go a deep dive session with Zergg on Elden Ring lah. So yeah,
Yeah, we should have we should have a end podcast debate session between the Elden Ring.
what is
and,
his problem with Elden Ring?
Make it 3
what is
hours.
your problem with Elden Ring? We're just gonna take like 1 hour to hear
That'll
all
be
the
great.
problems, and then
One podcast is just Zerg ranting.
And Zerg might need to come out a whiteboard. Want to use a whiteboard for it? Then write down stuff. The reason why I hate Elden Ring. Yeah, I mean, like, basically what I'm trying to say is that let can we have the video game industry just focus on making good games? That's it. I don't want to talk about controversies on games that's supposed to be good and fun, but because of certain controversies, then that becomes the focus, So let's have some positivity back.
if you see what happened for the past few weeks or even months, I don't know whether making a good game will secure your
Agree.
position in gaming industry. We're talking about
Yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush, which has a high grade,
Yeah.
Metacritic, or whatever they have you. Is it a good game? It is. COD, for example, no one say it is a bad game or whatever. It doesn't win anything, but it is.
It's between there, yeah.
Yeah,
Harry
I-
is just
I
being
don't know,
naive. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Harry is. I mean, no, for real. I mean,
I'm just
this is
looking at it.
business, how it works.
I'm just looking at it as in video game is supposed to be fun. It's supposed
It
to
is,
be
it is,
fun.
but yeah, it's a business in anime.
That's so sad, lah. I mean, like, I jump into video games because I don't want to care about the real world politics and the internal fighting and stuff.
Here we
Apparently,
are.
we're still there. It is still there. It goes. So conclusion, guys. Life sucks. Let's let
That's a very good
let.
conclusion.
I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to keep going, but to make it even more negative. Just kidding, guys.
Let
Have some hope, have some hope.
Balatro take over your
Let-
your set.
Damn it, Reese.
Until
Still
the
got the
end.
time.
Until the end,
He
he's
still
still
got the
promoting this
time.
one. God damn.
He still got it.
You know what can distract us into a 3 hours conversation?
Okay.
The ending of End of the Season Rebirth.
Oh my
That would
Don't
take some
stop.
time. That would take
I'm
some time
aiming-
because these
I'm
two
gonna aim
guys
for-
haven't finished
I'm
yet.
aiming to get it done by this week. I'm trying my best now.
Okay,
I'm just
someone has
Okay.
someone has a commitment, but this
Come
guy
on, come
on the
Reed,
left of
let's do
me
this.
not doing anything right now. He has
I
a
want to talk
fatigue.
about it. There's a lot of things I want to talk about it. So yeah. Let's just.
Okay, fine. I'll finish it too. We'll see.
Is there a mode for FF7 Rebirth where you can use a gun straight away, just one shot kill the boss so that we can move on to a story? If there is, please do
that's
it.
I don't think so.
No, another crap is the better game. Oh,
God damn. Okay, now I really want to go and see how to get a gun already. I think I might just want to
Go
go with that
ahead.
one. Because so to see the story, because I find the story quite interesting as well. But anyway, that's
Yeah.
that's all the time we have already. I want to thank all the members here, Adri, Reese, and Zergg for being here. So sorry, I think next week probably won't have a podcast because I am not around. But we will come
Oh,
back
no.
the week after. I mean, hopefully next week nothing happen lah. Or else we can always do on a Saturday. We can record on another Saturday, which happens today as well, right? So we'll see how that goes. So I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Good podcast as always, and we will see you next
Bye-bye.
whenever we see
Thank
you.
you.
bye.
Bye.